Bio-relativity for North America. The date today is July 22nd, 2025. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Greetings, I am Giuliano. We are the Arcturians. We gather to use our thought power and attention on imbalances. In the quantum healing modality, attention is the key factor in beginning to change. Some have studied the phenomena known as the observer and how the observer changes the outcome of the experiment. This has been one of the core methods and explanations in the quantum world and its study of particle interaction. You as planetary healers play several important functions in the process of balancing the Earth, and one extremely important function is the role of the observer. Where you put your attention, where you use your observational skills, matters. This has been one of the key components of the Arcturian Biorelativity work, which can be summarized in the two words, you matter. In your role as an observer sets a foundation for change. Part of the role of the observer is to project a new image of the imbalance. That means you may have the observation of a fire, but then the new image in the planetary healing world would be where the forest or the area that you are focusing on is without fire. And that could mean also that there is rain coming to the area. These observations and image projections are presented and fed into the Earth's feedback loop system. And the Earth, and the spirit of the Earth, which I call, and you call Gaia, values greatly your observations and your imagery. Now, in the theory of quantum physics and particle physics, one only talks about an observer and not the quality of the observation or who is doing the observation. But in bio-relativity planetary healing, we take this one step further because the quality of the observation is important, and also the person who is doing the observation plays a central role. Believe it or not, Gaia knows you now. Gaia is aware of your energy and is aware of your thought patterns and work. And Gaia pays attention when you are working with us together. Take 3 deep breaths. And go into a state of spiritual relaxation. Feel inwardly in your brain, your pineal gland, and feel the spiritual molecule expanding and activating the necessary brain cells and gateways so that you are able to go into a state of expanded consciousness in order to do this planetary healing meditation. I, Giuliano, bring down a corridor of light from my 5th dimensional starship Athena, which is located in the Jupiter corridor in your solar system. And this corridor of light is arriving at each one of your homes and rooms where you are meditating with me now. Receive and give permission for that corridor of light to come into your room. And immediately you feel an upliftment of light and a new balance in your own energy field. As you are now in a state of expanded consciousness, allow your spirit body to rise up out of the physical body that you inhabit on the earth. And let that spirit body come up through your crown chakra and enter the corridor of light that I have sent down. And travel through the corridor of light to the Jupiter corridor and to my starship Athena at the speed of thought. You arrive at the doorway or the opening portal of my starship, which is in the Jupiter corridor. And I, Giuliano, and my colleague Helioa greet you, embrace you, and you feel so much lighter and immediately more in balance as you come into the 5th dimensional starship Athena. And you walk down the hallway and enter on your right-hand side the Gaia Planetary Healing Room. You see the holographic image of the Earth, the blue jewel, And you see it zoomed in on North America, as we will begin our focus on several important themes. We are zoomed in on North America, including Canada, the United States, and Mexico. And we begin our planetary healing meditation by placing a dome of etheric light over North America. And we call on the etheric crystals in the three countries to rise up. These are Arcturian etheric crystals. And as these etheric crystals rise up, I, Giuliano, am sending from my starship Athena frequencies of Arcturian activation, spiritual light that is received by the etheric crystals and transmitted throughout North America, providing a spiritual light energy field, a frequency of spiritual awakening, a frequency of spiritual activation, a frequency of spiritual evolution that will help to accelerate the evolutionary leap into the Homo omega species that is so needed at this time. So in the meditation now, see the Arcturian frequencies being sent down to the three etheric crystals, and transmitted immediately throughout North America. We'll go into meditation now. Remember, the etheric crystals are at Lake Moraine, Canada, Mount Shasta, California, and Copper Canyon in Mexico. The etheric crystals are connected to my starship Athena and are transmitting this Arcturian spiritual frequency. It is a colorful frequency of blue, golden, and etheric purple, pink light. This is a shade of energy that's not normally seen. It is a cleansing energy, a purification energy. Feel that purification frequency. And now we look at the fires in North America. We look at the fires at the north rim of the Grand Canyon. We observe these fires, and using our arcane thought powers, we send a blue healing light to the Grand Canyon area, a sacred vortex of energy that is now greatly imbalanced from these fires. And the imbalance of the canyon from these fires is affecting North America on many different levels. So first we send a balancing energy to the north rim, and we see the necessary moisture coming to the Grand Canyon area to help extinguish these fires. On the white screen in front of the holographic image of Arizona, see these words: Gaia, help extinguish the fires in the Grand Canyon area now. Gaia, help extinguish the fires in the Grand Canyon areas now. Meditate on this as we go back into silence. Meditate on this affirmation. Gaia, help extinguish the fires now in the Grand Canyon area, especially in the North Rim. And as we are looking at the Southwest and the Northwest in Canada, we ask that all other forests that are suffering from these terrible fires be brought into balance, and that the fires be extinguished there as well. So another white screen with the affirmation: Gaia, help extinguish the fires in the Northwest and in Canada, and any other fires in the Southwest as well. Hold that thought on the white screen, and I, Giuliano, take the two screens with your thought powers on them and download it now into the Earth's feedback loop system. Now we look at the heat dome over the southeast of the United States, which again is causing great discomfort. And as we look over that area, we see another white screen over that area, and we see the affirmation: Gaia, help to move this heat dome out as soon as possible causing the least amount of suffering to plants and animals in the southeast of the United States. Focus on that affirmation. Speak directly to Gaia. Beautiful. That affirmation on the white screen is downloaded now into Gaia's feedback loop system on the Arcturian Planetary Healing Chamber. We see the etheric crystals holographically, and I will leave these crystals up for the next 24 hours, and we will continue to download light and energy to those crystals to be transmitted throughout North America. It is time now to leave the Gaia Planetary Healing Chamber. You stand up, walk out of the room. I embrace each of you and send you my love and healing powers. We walk down the hallway and come to the portal doorway from which you came. Enter that doorway and travel now with the speed of thought through the corridor of light back to your room on Earth. You now arrive at a place 6 feet above your physical body and re-enter your physical body in perfect alignment. You have done well today in this powerful planetary healing exercise. You've come fully back into body. You may open your eyes and return to normal consciousness. I'm Giuliano. Good day.